science fiction on a screen so bright. Old classics and the new delights. The unapologetic geek will lead the way, with facts and fun to fill your day. Discussing every detail, every frame, from the eerie to the loud and the tame. Gig along with all that's great, those Sunday vibes you can't debate. Tug along with the Sunday crew, geeking out is what we do. Giggle on, it's gonna be great. Don't be late, let's celebrate.
Hi.
From South Carolina.
I hope everybody's ready to talk some more Harryhausen today. I've been watching a lot of Harryhausen this week, so
have I.
Let me say hi to the people in the chat as always. We got Texas Knight. Good morning. And Carowin, as always. Good morning to you as well.
Good to see you.
That's it so far, but we just started, so more people.
Well, it's Super Bowl Sunday. I don't think we can get a huge.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be a big one.
Yeah.
But whatever. I like Harryhausen more than I like football, so.
The Super Bowl's not till later anyway.
That's
I know, but people have parties or they go to places or
do things.
It's a day-long event. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or they're having a party and they're prepping for it.
Right.
Cooking and stuff. Yeah.
If you ask me, I think the people take the fool's ball a little too serious.
Yeah.
Little ball is the devil.
People are kind of batshit in New England because we're back in the game this year.
Oh yeah.
And I don't want to jinx it, but without who, and name that will not be spoken in this house, it's like so. Oh, and one of my few pieces of Super Bowl trivia. Right now, the Patriots are tied with the greatest football dynasty of all time, the Pittsburgh Steelers, back in the day when they were. And if we win today, we will have the most. We will have beaten the greatest football dynasty of all time.
Okay.
Go Seahawks. Oh, I'm sorry.
Speak of the devil, please. Okay. Yes, Indy, you may jinx it as much as you want. You don't live in New England, so your neck's not in a noose.
I have to agree with Damien. Go Seahawks.
I don't care.
Honestly, I like both teams, but I would like to see the Seahawks win just because they need it, But anyway.
They have more national support. In this part of the country, it's all Patriots, but the rest of the country, there are some Pats fans, but it's mostly Seahawks.
Yeah.
No, I had a cousin named Ron that lived in Seattle, and he was a really cool cousin. I mean, we were really tight. When he'd come out and visit, we'd spend all our time together. And he passed away back in the 90s from lung issues, but he was a real big Seattle Seahawks fan. So ever since he passed away, in his honor, I kind of say, go Seahawks. Even though I wouldn't watch a football game if you gave me a paycheck.
And to answer your question, Indy, I was a tackle. O&D, more D than O, but I was a tackle.
Yeah.
I played a couple different positions, tackle and left guard. So left tackle, left guard.
I stopped my junior year of high school. I didn't need that in my life anymore. I was a really big guy, so I basically just stood there. That was my defensive tackle technique.
I was bigger than most of the defensive tackles, and they had me playing quarterback because my coach was an idiot.
Well, that's a
but
thing.
we won the state championship, so
I was fast and I was strong, but when I went up against big guys, I got tossed around some. So, yeah.
I have friends in both Seattle and in New England, so whatever. My family's 49er fans, though, so I probably shouldn't root for the Seahawks.
And where was Ray Harryhausen born?
Where was Ray Harryhausen born? That's a good question. I don't know.
The United States.
I'm going to look it up real quick because
I'll hedge my bets.
It's something I don't know.
It's something I don't know.
Indy?
He was born in L.A.
No,
I love LA.
I mean, he lived in England for most of his life, but yeah, he was born in LA.
Los Angeles. So that would put him pretty much on the Seattle Seahawks side, probably.
See, I knew Indy would know.
Yep.
I knew it.
I'm
I don't know
ashamed I
how.
didn't know that. I know so much about Harryhausen. I don't know
Born
that.
in 1920. Yep.
Yeah.
Los Angeles, California. Died
Anyway.
in London in 2013.
Yeah, he moved to London like halfway through his career and never came
Stayed
back.
there,
Yeah.
He loved Europe. He absolutely adored Europe, and so it's easier to see Europe when you're in England than when you're in America.
Yeah, when he made 20 Million Miles to Earth, and he wanted his European vacation. After that, he decided he was going to move to Europe. He was going to start making all of his movies in Europe. And that's pretty much what he did.
And let's face it, as an American expatriate, England is probably the wisest choice because of the language.
Yes.
Tug, I recommend, since Damien's here, that you go through the movies we went through without him last week first to kind of get him caught up on what we've been through and get his view on some of that stuff.
Okay, well, I will just list them for you, and Damien, you can say whatever you want if you have anything to say about these movies, because you probably haven't watched them all. But let me pull up my list. Hold on.
I was
first of
prepared
all,
for this week.
I know, but this is just a quick recap of what we talked about last week.
Gotcha.
We talked about Mighty Joe Young, the original.
Good one. Yeah, this is a good movie. Good, very good special effects in that, or stop motion in that.
Yes.
So, yeah.
We talked about Beast from 20,000 Fathoms.
Another good one. Yeah, like that one.
Yeah. It Came from Beneath the Sea.
Don't think I've seen that one.
Giant octopus attacks the Golden Gate Bridge.
Oh wait, yeah, I've seen parts of that one before.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid. Yeah. So.
Earth versus the Flying Saucers.
Excellent. Yes.
Yes. 20 Million Miles to Earth.
Of course.
Emir, of course. Then the Seventh Voyage of Sinbad.
Yeah, I was actually wanting to watch that one again, but because I knew it wouldn't be on the list today, I didn't. But,
it's kind of a good like precursor to the first movie we're going to talk about this week. And then the Three Worlds of Gulliver, which most people haven't seen.
I think I saw it a long, long time ago, but
right.
I remember seeing something about it. So.
Let's just fact it barely constitutes a Harryhausen.
Yeah, there's really not that many creatures in it. So.
Yeah. There's an alligator and there's like a wall where there's a bunch of little
Otherwise, a bunch of forced perspective and overlays and whatnot.
If you want to know more about the Three Worlds of Gulliver, I do have a video dropping in 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
And then finally, Mysterious Island was the last movie we talked about. The return of Captain Nemo.
And so much more could have been done with that, but I digress.
Okay, it is what it is. So today we're going to talk about the rest of his filmography, and we're going to start with Ray Harryhausen's personal favorite of all the movies he ever made. This was the one he always listed as his favorite. I'm going to click the button now.
Jason and the Argonauts, the classic story of Jason, a man who challenged the gods. Medea, a temple dancer who betrayed a kingdom for love. The Argonauts, the mightiest band of warriors the world has ever known. Jason and the Argonauts, a classic adventure story, brought to the screen through the incredible special effects magic of Dinorama.
That sounds like something my mama kept on to sink in the bathroom when I was a kid.
Now, I could talk a lot about this movie, especially since I spent the last week researching it, and I just this morning finished writing my script for my video that's going to drop next week on this movie. So I will just open the floor to you guys before I start speaking.
I think this is the first one I remember. In fact, at least I have vivid memories of it. I remember we had gone to Boston to stay with my aunt, uncle, and my cousins. It was celebrating my grandparents' 40th wedding anniversary, something like that. I forget. But I had to share a room with my cousin Chris, and he had a little TV, which I thought was the coolest thing. And this was on while we watched it. I remember just being... The Hydra was like a dinosaur only on steroids. And this is something that I always remember as a kid. For some reason, I had a unusual fear of skulls, and I'm not sure why. I think it was because one of my uncles, on my father's side, he had that Tales from the Crypt book, which is a skull with like the eye open on
Right.
it,
Yeah.
and a skull with eyes just like it hit the primal chord in me.
Mhm.
So the idea of watching these guys with swords fight skeletons, it just stayed with me. It was the most badass thing I'd ever seen in my life.
I
Granted,
swear
I think I
they
was
used the
5
same
or 6.
skeletons in Army of Darkness, but I could be wrong.
Well, these are actually among the
Mhm.
few Harryhausen creations that are still around today,
Mhm.
because they weren't made with foam rubber; they were just made with cotton and latex, so they survived.
Oh,
They didn't fall apart. So that's pretty cool. And one of the skeletons, there's 7 in this movie. One of them was actually the same skeleton he used in Seventh Voyage of Sinbad.
aha!
That's pretty
I
cool.
thought it looked familiar. Yeah, they also look like similar to the ones in Army of Darkness. I'm not gonna lie. But...
Oh yeah,
So,
I don't know if you've seen it or not, but sometime this week I sent you a video on the remaining Harryhausen models that still exist.
yeah, with Adam
Mm.
Savage. Yeah, I watched it. I just didn't reply.
But yeah, Jason and the Argonauts is one of the first ones I ever saw as a kid, and stood out in my mind when you were talking about doing Ray Harryhausen. I was like, yeah, I need to see that one again. So one of my favorites for sure. Yeah, the skeletons are great. The Hydra is awesome. It's a good movie overall too. So
I was watching this interview with Harryhausen where he was talking about that Hydra and how infuriatingly complicated it was, because he had the 7 heads and they all were identical and he had to keep moving them. But like he would move 1 or 2 and maybe he'd have to go up and go to the bathroom and he'd forget which ones he moved. It's like, so he had to like have this list right next to the board where he would like write down these detailed instructions of what each Hydra head was doing at any given moment. That sounds painstaking and
yeah,
mind-numbing.
head 1, head 2, head 3,
Yeah.
head 4.
Woo.
And 2 tails.
And 2 tails. Yeah, 2 tails.
I'm gonna refrain from making any head jokes right
there
now.
were
Please.
there were 7 heads on the Hydra and 7 skeletons. I thought that
7
was
skeletons, exactly.
that was
Well, yeah,
interesting.
because you took the front thing, beak protrusion from each head, and each one became a skeleton.
Ah,
Right.
yes,
Yes.
that makes sense. Yep.
In the original story,
I've seen the movie before.
the Argonautica from 3rd century BC, they're not skeletons. They're actually closer to zombies. They're reanimated corpses, which is pretty cool. But they couldn't do that because 1960s censors, and they're trying to make a family movie.
You got
I'm
to
surprised the
reduce
skeletons
gore a
worked.
bit.
Yeah. And also another fun fact about that scene is if you look at the shields on the Argonauts, one of them has the head of the emir, one of them has the octopus from It Came From Beneath the Sea. I think that's really cool.
Ah.
And Thrash is
Um,
frozen.
Thrash is frozen again.
A fairly decent post. I'm going to ride this one out for a while. And
Okay, when you get sick of it, just pop out and pop back in.
Exactly.
No big deal.
Yeah.
I do want to say hi to the people in the chat. A few more have shown up. Kevin Scott was just playing cello.
Kevin
And Slasher Fred.
slash.
Yeah, the skeleton does seem like an homage to Jason and the Argonauts. Anytime you see stop motion, it feels like an homage to Jason and the Argonauts
Yeah.
in some way.
Yeah.
This is the movie that when Tom Hanks gave the award, the Lifetime Achievement Oscar, to Ray Harryhausen, he said that Jason and the Argonauts is the greatest movie ever made. It's better than Citizen Kane.
I actually seen
I don't know if I go that far, but
I don't know if I'd go that far either, but I love it.
I was watching a documentary with the guy who made the Evil Dead movie.
Sam Raimi.
Yeah, and he said the part where they were fighting with the skeletons were inspired by that in part 3.
Yeah, that's what Slasher
Army
Fred was
of
talking
Darkness.
about. And
Army
the
of
skeleton in
Darkness.
Dream Warriors, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
You can
it's
see
so
it.
good. It's so great. And it was by far it was even more complicated than the Hydra. It took him, I think, 4.5 months just to do the skeleton sequence.
Oh, wow.
And sometimes there would be days where he would be working all day long. Like he'd work like a 15 hour day and he'd only get like half a second of footage, which is,
man.
that's so crazy.
Oh,
We consider 16 frames a second.
yeah.
16 frames a second. And when you have 7 things moving, that's 7 times 16. I'm going to try to do the math, for each second.
Actually, I think it's even worse than that. It was 24 frames a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
then I'm really not going to try
On
the math.
film. Yeah, 24
Yeah.
frames a second.
16 was old, like 1930s. This is way
Mhm.
after that.
And
For
stuff
some reason,
like
I always had that
Super
number
8 and
stuck in
stuff
my
like
head.
that, yeah.
You know,
Yeah. It's why like really old movies, like silent movies, look like they're all sped up because they kind of are because they were filmed in 16 frames. Gary Carpenter is back.
Gary.
What's up, Mary?
Indy
Gary
had
7.
a-
Speaking of 7, Gary 7.
Oh, Gary 7. Yeah.
Mhm.
Blake 7.
That we'll take that Blake 7.
So one thing that irks me about this movie, and it's a minor thing, but it really irks me, is like when I first saw this as a kid growing up, you know, and I saw the actor who plays Jason, Todd Armstrong, I was like, the best thing about this guy is his voice, right? It's really like deep and emotive. I just really liked his voice. It turns out it's not his voice. He was dubbed over by an English actor. Why? I have no idea, because he still sounds American.
Mhm.
They also dubbed over the voice of Medea, the actress who plays Medea, for some reason.
The thing that always bothered me, it's sort of like, well, pick a franchise where you get your like in Dune, where they defeat the Harkonnens, but then you realize, yeah, but their problems are only just beginning. It's like when you see Jason the Argonauts, he gets the fleece, he gets Medea, they flee back to Greece, everything's fine, right? No.
Yeah,
He
if you know
cheats
the
on
story,
Medea.
you know that they're only halfway through.
Exactly, and it's a real it's a Greek tragedy. It's a Greek tragedy, so it's really anticlimactic if you know the rest of the story. You
That
know,
was
but-
also because like it was planned to have a sequel. Like it was originally, it was going to be 2 movies. Like that was the whole plan from the beginning.
I bet
but
they would
it-
have still changed the ending.
But it actually underperformed, which is weird for a Harryhausen movie. It still made a profit, but just barely. It didn't become super duper popular until like 10 years after it was released, which is really weird to me because this feels like it's always been one of the greatest movies ever made, but apparently it wasn't when it was released. So,
Was this around the time when period pieces were taking a nosedive? That might
Yes.
have had something to do with
Yeah.
it.
this is around the time of Cleopatra and all that stuff, and the
Yeah.
Italian sword and sandal movies had like dominated the market for so long that people just didn't care anymore, you know.
Mhm.
And yeah, Indy's right. Kerwin Matthews would have been good again. I mean, I don't have anything against Todd Armstrong. I think he does a great job, but it's just weird that they dubbed over his voice with an English actor who still sounds like he's doing an American accent. I don't get it.
So does, by some chance, Todd Armstrong sound like Michael Jackson when he talks?
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe his voice is just terrible.
No,
You're the Pepsi generation.
Maybe it's like David Prowse in Star Wars, you know?
Do you know that initially they didn't tell him they were dubbing his voice?
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
Oh, I still feel bad to this day about that. He's like, "What's wrong with my voice?" I mean, if they'd at least told him in advance, I said, but no. It's like, wait, that's not me.
Well, when you talk about people whose voice don't match them, I always think about Mike Tyson, this big, tough
Yeah.
boxer.
Oh yeah.
But when he talks, he sounds like
Classic
a
example.
cartoon dog.
Mercy.
So yeah, Jason and the Argonauts. I absolutely love it. It is definitely one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Harryhausen movie. It's a
Yeah.
toss up between this and Clash of the Titans, which we'll get to later. Because I grew up more with Clash of the Titans. I watched it so many times as a kid that I practically have it memorized.
pretty much.
So I'll hold my opinion until we get to it. But I want to put a pin in that because you raised an excellent point there, Tug.
Yeah, I'll talk about it when we get there. I have a lot to say.
It helps that it was on TV like every day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Every weekend. But while it would not be in my top 5 Harryhausen movies, I do like it a lot.
I mean, like, there's no wrong answer, as Thresh was saying.
Yeah.
Except maybe Gulliver.
I know, really. And well, Indy, the day before, I mean, I knew it was around, but I didn't realize it was like literally the day before. Wow, that's tragic.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Good thing you telling me that. I can put that in my script.
Oh.
I honestly didn't know that. What else? I don't know. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Moving
Yep.
forward.
Let's see the
I know
next
what the
one.
next one is.
Ever since time began, man has been fascinated by the mystery of the moon. But over 60 years ago, writer H.G. Wells anticipated the shape of things to come with his fascinating adventure, First Men in the Moon.
From Harryhausen's favorite, we go to Harryhausen's least favorite. Only because
That was a
he
fun
had
movie.
it's a great movie. I love this movie, but Harryhausen didn't like it because he had so many plans for this movie that he had to abandon because they slashed the budget halfway through. His original ideas for the movie are actually pretty cool. Like if you see some of the drawings and stuff, but he wound up only doing a handful of shots compared to like the hundreds he had planned. So that's why he doesn't like this movie.
This is actually one of my least favorite movies because I hate stuff with inaccuracies in them, and I'm pretty sure that you're not going to shoot too many shotguns off on the moon. I don't know. Maybe inside the moon, where there's an atmosphere, that would be possible. It could be a chamber.
Diving suits without like that they use for space suits, but they don't have any gloves on.
Right.
Okay,
Like, come on, man.
If you're in a closed up room inside the moon with oxygen in it, you don't have to wear a suit. Does the gravity thing still apply? Or are you still floating around, jumping and hitting the roof?
I like how that bothers you, but the idea of harpies and a giant bronze Talus statue coming to life, like that's fine.
Oh, and by the way, that I remember when I was like 12 when I first saw the First Men on the Moon, Damon. That bothered me too. The fact that they're supposed to be wearing airtight suits, but they have open like sleeves for their hands.
It's a diving suit. The way the helmets go on, they don't actually truly seal here.
Yeah, there's
it's the pressure of the water that holds the helmet to the suit to keep most of the water out, but they're not fully waterproof. So
correct.
Any those old style ones like that anyway. But yeah, anyway. So
but they could
as
at least
a
give them
spacesuit
gloves
would not
for
work
the
at all.
appearance.
Anyway.
It just it was that always bothered me.
Yeah.
Always.
What I thought was kind of funny, but it's like so he develops an anti-gravity paste. A paste.
Yes.
It's basically a paint. Anti-gravity
And that
paint.
was,
Very strange.
and that was in no way ripped off from Son of Flubber.
No, yeah.
It's in the original story.
It's funny to me though, because it's like, okay, so they paint it on, and then all of a sudden it's like it just takes off. It shoots through the roof. It's like it would have started floating at some point before they got in it as they were pasting it on there. But anyway, and then it's like the way they turn it off is to close the shutter. It's like, well, the product is still on the vehicle. So whether you open or close the shutters, it's like
Interesting point. Yeah, the logistics don't make any sense.
Yeah, the physics of all of this. No, maybe it has something to do with maybe they roll up into a roll or something inside there, and that cancels it out. I don't know.
Or there's you need the more exposure, the more reverse force you get. So when you curl it all up, it's not as much, so it's insufficient to create lift. It's a plot hole.
Yeah. I just thought it was a neat idea that was like totally ridiculous, but still, I was just like, that's a neat idea.
I mean, what he should have done is something
anti-gravity
like
paint on things.
reverse magnetism, which is also bullshit.
Yeah.
But just the idea being, if you run a current through it, it cancels out the gravity. So you just increase the amount of electrical current, and then when you want to stop it, you turn the current down. Again, pure bullshit, but at least a young mind can accept it and fathom it.
I just give it credit for not doing the typical rocket, which had been already seen like a bajillion times by now.
And we all know the limitations of rockets.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
exactly. So you have like fantasy technology, you can do whatever you want with it, even if it doesn't seem to make logical sense. I give it a pass. Maybe it's just because I have rose-colored glasses for H.G. Wells and Ray Harryhausen.
Remember, the mind will accept the impossible before the improbable.
That is true. Yes.
I actually watched this movie for the first time yesterday, so
Oh, God.
I surprised I
fresh.
had never seen it before.
Really?
Yeah, so I guess I just never caught it on TV, you know. But
yeah,
had
I don't
never
think they
seen it
played this
before.
one very often.
Yeah, but I liked
When
it.
I was a
thought it
kid, they did.
I thought it
Yeah,
was
but
pretty
we
good.
weren't around then.
Exactly.
And
I
the
remember seeing it
scientist,
a lot in the
what's it-
70s.
who
In
was
the
the
late
scientist?
70s.
Yeah,
Hi,
Joseph.
Silva.
Yeah,
Silva.
he was a little annoying. I'll guess. You see,
He was the crazy uncle in Chitty Chitty
Mhm.
Bang Bang.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They used to show a double feature of this and that annoying Journey to the Center of the Earth movie with the duck.
Oh yeah, I love
don't
that
like
movie.
Gertrude?
I love that
Come
movie.
on, man.
Gertrude the
I was
Duck.
actually quite
Gertrude's
surprised to find out that wasn't a Ray Harryhausen.
Yeah, that's not
movie.
Harryhausen at all. They
Remember
just
when
use
Alan
iguanas.
yeah, with fins taped to their backs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we'll be covering that very soon.
Yeah.
It would have been
Join
better if
me,
it had been a
Pat
Ray
Boone
Harryhausen
and
movie.
Gertrude the
so,
Duck as we journey to the center of the earth.
yeah.
I love you, James Mason. It's great.
Yes.
What was I gonna say? Oh, First Man on the Moon. Yeah, Edward Judd
Mm-hmm.
as the main character. Apparently a real dick of a human being behind the scenes.
Everyone
really?
hated him. And in other films too. He did The Day the Earth Caught Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone in that hated him. And he was in Island of Terror, and everyone in that hated him.
It's a shame though, because I think he's a good leading man in a movie. It's just apparently the actor was so horrible to work with that they never really gave him more of a chance.
That's actually what killed his career. People just said, I'm not going to work with him
Hated him.
anymore.
Yeah. He was a raging alcoholic too, so that helped.
That usually make things better.
The thing I really like about this
Depends.
movie
If you're a
is
writer,
like,
maybe.
when you see the aliens and they're all like frozen in
Mhm.
place. It's creepy. It's really creepy, especially just for like a family friendly Harryhausen flick. You don't expect something like that. It's almost something out of Alien, you know?
Yeah.
I love that.
I thought that was kind of interesting. Yeah. And
I
the
always
giant
felt
caterpillars underground.
Oh yeah, the giant caterpillar. Forgot
I
about
always
that.
felt bad because he had a lot of world building ideas that
Yeah.
he wanted to implement,
Mm.
and they just didn't give him the time, or more importantly, budget, or actually both in his case. So he wasn't able to like really get his vision. And they went with, I guess they were using school kids dressed up as the Solonites.
Yep.
Mhm.
Which really bummed Harryhausen out. Yeah.
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 He was very
And-
unhappy with it.
It's possibly the weak spot of the whole movie. I mean, them being chased by the Solonites is a pretty cool scene, but again, they look like big ants. They don't look like. And raise your hands if you've read First Man on the Moon.
Oh, part
Very important
of it. Mhm.
element of it is the thing that sort of like blows their mind the most is none of the Solonites look the same. They're all like
Right.
completely different looking. So it's hard for them to remember that they're a species, because on Earth, species have identifiable traits. And I thought that was a really cool angle, and they just throw it out the window.
That was
Ooh.
again another thing that Harryhausen wanted to do but couldn't, because this movie, for whatever reason, was slashed budget and time wise.
I've always felt Brian Aldiss's Legend of Smithburst, which is, by the way, where I get my moniker, Thrash Pondo Pons, is a love letter to First Men on the Moon. But you'll have to read it to actually see what I mean. But take my word for it.
I will. Okay.
Oh, and another thing about this movie that I think is great, and because as you said, Damien, about what makes Jason the Argonauts really work is it's a solid movie on top of the special
Mhm.
effects.
Yes.
I mean, some of Harryhausen's movies weren't good, but we love the effects.
Yeah.
This one, I thought that there was some really cool stuff in subtextually. There's a great scene where the professor is finally meeting with the head lunar, and the head lunar's learning English through like some kind of bizarre auto translator. And he goes, he's trying to talk to me. I'm a man. He goes, man. And he goes, yes, I'm a man. It's imperial. Meaning it's like really cool that he's talking with me. And the head lunar just kind of pauses for a second. He goes, man, it's imperial. And it's like, it gives away the game that
Right.
the Solonites are like, these guys are coming to invade. It's an alien invasion. And it's just really cool if you watch for it.
Mhm.
And again, I love stuff like that.
And it's very true to H.G. Wells. Like, if you know anything about H.G. Wells, he really hated imperialism.
Um, when I went to school, H.G. Wells books were like required reading. Was it that way for everybody else too? You had to read it whether you wanted to or not.
They were on reading lists. When they
Yeah.
said you have to do a book report on this, his
Yeah,
books
you
were
had,
always
you had no
there.
choice. You had to read it and write a little 2-page thing about it. And if you didn't do that, you didn't pass the class.
Yeah, when I was a kid, nope. I mean, I
I
still
didn't
read them
think it was
anyway.
required.
I had the
Yeah.
complete works of H.G. Wells, and I read them anyway. But no, I
Mhm.
wasn't required by school to read them.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, the first time I read War of the Worlds, it was because it was a suggested reading list, and we had to
Mhm.
read the book and do a retrospect on it, and so that I picked that one. But it was never required. Like the Odyssey was required. Other classics were required, but not H.G. Wells. I wish they were.
I guess schools in the South were different. Here in the South, they come by, they hand you a copy of Tarzan, like, and say, "Here, this is what you're reading this week. No choice."
There were times where we definitely had books that we had to read. No choice.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
had plenty of
Lots
assigned
those.
books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but then
this
there are
was one
also reading lists of recommended things to read in your spare time.
Yes.
When you weren't
Or like the
reading-
summer reading list, you
Yeah.
know, read like 3 of these books out of like 100, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had to read The Lottery, which I thought was odd for a high school, but
Hey.
Sherry Jackson's The Lottery.
Always making kids read Lord of the Flies. Even my son had to
Yep.
read Lord of the Flies. So. Anyway,
That was one of those books I read it for fun, not realizing it was going to be assigned to me. Like I read it in 8th grade, then it was assigned in 10th, and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, just
bonus.
I used to have fun, and I'd take my mom's books that she was done reading, like The Graduate and stuff, and I'd sneak them into school and put them in the library.
That's cool.
Okay.
I would try when I would go into my high school library and I would try to find like the worst book, like the book that you wouldn't want teachers to catch you reading. And I found like Satanic Verses, and I read
Oh.
that. And I'm like, this book is boring and stupid. Why is this so controversial?
That's the one about a plane crash on a mountain or something.
Sort of, kind of, but it's mostly just about the Prophet Muhammad, which is why that's why Salman Rushdie had the fatwa against him and all that stuff.
Mm.
Anyway, First Men in the Moon. I do really like this movie. It's not one of Harryhausen's best. I do love the creature designs, and I love the head Luna at the end. I think he's really cool in his bubble. I
Yep.
think that's all really neat. It's disposable. It's just a fun adventure movie from the 60s. you know.
it's one of those could have beens.
Yeah,
It
it
really
could have been better.
You could
It
have
could have been better if somebody besides Hammer had made it.
But then if you watch the more recent First Men in the Moon that was made by BBC, you will see that this movie is much better.
What's up with the BBC trying to do actual period piece remakes and getting it wrong?
I know they keep doing it. They did it with War of the Worlds too.
I wanted to like War of the Worlds so much, and I remember going,
Yeah, exactly.
I was just like, how can you make an alien invasion movie boring? For Christ's sake.
Okay, so does anybody else have anything to say about this one, or are we going to move on?
I enjoyed it. Good movie.
Oh, I got an answer. How can you make an alien invasion movie boring? You put Mel Gibson in a cornfield.
To say nothing of Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
There's no
okay.
argument against either of those
I'm not going
statements.
to argue.
We should put the two of them in a pit and have them fight.
Okay, here we go.
1,000,000 years BC erupts on the screen with volcanic excitement. Introducing the fabulous Raquel Welch as Loanna the Fair One. John Richardson as Tumac.
I love this movie.
I feel like we talk about it a lot on this channel for some reason. So
Everybody
is-
always craps on me when I talk about how freaking bad this piece of garbage is.
This is one that I
The only thing good about this movie is Raquel Welch's outfit and Harryhausen's special effects. The damn movie starts off with a giant iguana running around.
This is
Actually,
one
they
that I
kill
was
more.
very disappointed I didn't get to watch. I've seen it before years and years and years ago, I'm sure. But I did not get to watch it because I could not find it on any of the streaming services at a reasonable price or for free.
yeah,
So,
I didn't rewatch it this
Yeah.
last week because I feel like I know it well enough. I didn't really
Mhm.
need to see it again.
In here.
Yeah. I did rewatch my video on it just to refresh my memory on my own opinions.
I don't have to
It
rewatch
would be like
because
having me watch Night of the Living Dead again. I mean, I'll do it, but it's like I've seen it 60 times. I can quote along with it without even seeing it, as I've done. You know?
Yes, that cat fight between Martine Beswick and
Mhm.
Raquel Welch. Yeah. That
I'm
fur
good.
bikini got her very sick, though.
I'm
It is.
dismally familiar with this movie.
You're dismally familiar with it.
I used to. I
Why do
remember
you
being
subject
10.
yourself to the torture?
He does that a
My,
lot.
my family would, because when I was like 10 or 11 years
He's a
old, I didn't have
masochist.
control of the TV. We were watching what was ever on. And my stepdad, he was like really into movies like this. So if it was on where we were watching it, and he'd get so mad at me that I'd sit there and point out things, this ain't right. This is wrong. Dinosaur didn't really do that. And that big lizard thing's pathetic. And the main thing
dinosaurs
about
and
this
humans
movie
went
that
around
really,
at the same time. So
let me break this news. I don't know if y'all aware.
The whole
I don't know
premise is
how
backwards.
I don't know how historically aware you people are, but let me point out the fact that dinosaurs and humans did
Never
not
existed.
exist
Oh,
at the
yes,
same
I'm
time.
well aware.
This movie is literally the big cinematic version of the Flintstones.
You say that like it's a bad thing. I don't understand your problem. I don't care that it's historically inaccurate.
I really, really enjoy the Ringo Starr
Flintstones
remake
beat
10
the
times better than this movie.
Caveman's a great movie.
I
And it
stand
stands
by
up on
that.
its own. You know?
I like the whole prehistoric wild man genre, and you
I
throw
do too.
dinosaurs in there too. It's just like I love dinosaurs. I love prehistoric dramas. Put them together, I love it even more.
Yeah,
like,
it's-
I don't see a
It's
problem.
kind of
With
like
the-
watching
like I said-
Pacific Rim or something. It's like
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
robots, I love monsters.
Put 'em
Put 'em together.
Like I said, I love the special effects. The dinosaurs in this movie are great. And that outfit she wears is off the chain. Who couldn't
Yes,
love
it
her?
is. Yeah.
But everybody else's acting is subpar in this movie. It's got so little dialogue. You like crying. Please say something. Say anything. At least the Flintstones talked.
I think
Movie's
that
drip.
it just lends it its tone, like the fact that they're not really speaking much. I don't know. I kind of like that. It forces them to show, not tell. Like
Mhm.
To emote.
yeah.
You know?
And you're right. I will say you are right about the actors. None of the
Mhm.
actors in this movie put in a particularly good performance. Raquel Welch, as wonderful as she is to look at, can't act out of her way out of a paper bag. Okay.
Richardson's not much better.
And yeah, Richardson's not much better.
Possibly the best actor in the whole movie is the patriarch of the tribe.
Yeah,
the one who
yeah.
falls off the cliff. I thought he actually was pretty darn good. Probably because he was
Yeah,
an
let me
older
point
actor,
out-
so he understood the idea of silent filmmaking. So maybe
Right.
he took some of that with him.
I will say one thing. For cave people, they sure were well groomed. I think each one of them must have had a hairdresser.
Yes.
Also, help me out here. The brother, the one who takes over the tribe, after the father accidentally falls off the cliff face. He was a famous English actor, wasn't he? Didn't he do like all those old war movies and stuff?
Hold on, I'm looking it up. I think you're right. I'm just trying to remember who he is.
I can't think of his name to
I
save
had,
my life.
I had a big brain hemorrhage. All I could think was Atuk Lavlana.
Mercy. Oh, yeah,
Are you talking about Robert Brown, the guy who replaced M in the James Bond movies?
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. Very good. Thank you.
Oh, Brogu is here. Greetings,
Grogu.
Brogu.
Hello.
How you?
Are you wearing your fur bikini today, Brogu? I don't know where that came from.
I'm wearing mine. It's just under the shirt. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Holds
It's kind of chilly,
Okay, here's the story behind like how Raquel Welch got super duper sick because of that bikini. They were filming in the islands, Canary Islands. Canary Islands, and it was really, really, really cold, like 35 degrees cold, and she's in this fur bikini that, let's face it, isn't covering anything. And she's in the water a lot. She's constantly getting wet.
Mhm.
Yeah, she got real sick. We spent like a week in the hospital.
Oh wow, bummer.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Anyway, just so you know, every time you look at that fur bikini, just know that she really put her life on the line for that.
She put a lot on the line for that, apparently.
Sure. Anyway, what was
That
I
makes you
saying?
think that some scenes just could have been shot in a soundstage somewhere, couldn't they?
Could have been, but Harryhausen really didn't like doing that. He loved location shooting. That was like his thing. And yeah, anytime we talk about a Harryhausen movie, it will have an actual director. In this case, I don't even remember who directed this one.
Freddie
but
Francis.
Maybe I got it open. So let me look. Michael Carreras. I should know.
I'm sorry. That was who did The Lost Continent.
Yes, same guy.
Freddie Francis was big at the time, but
yeah.
not this movie.
Harryhausen is kind of like he's like half director. He would direct all of the scenes that involved special effects. Like he would set up the shots. He would literally be behind the camera telling the actors what to do. For the scene, any scene that involved special effects, Harryhausen was the director. The other director, Michael Carreras in this case, was directing everything else. So when you talk about a Harryhausen movie, also Harryhausen was very involved in pre-production. He and Charles Schneer basically created the movie themselves from scratch, and then passed it off to a screenwriter who they were hovering over the entire time while the screenplay was being written. So like when I talk about Harryhausen movies as Harryhausen being in control, it's because he really was in control of his movies. He might as well have been the director or even the producer. So I just want to clarify that.
I think you have.
Yeah. Okay. So anybody else have anything to say about 1 million years BC?
As you say, we've talked about this
so many
on
times.
several other occasions. It's going to become redundant any moment now.
All right, so let's move on to one of my favorites.
Well, at least I don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you are about to see has never been seen before by human eyes.
I love this movie so much. It's like it's a Western, and then it's suddenly The Lost World, and then it's like Jurassic Park. What is this movie? I love it so much.
This one would be on my top 5, probably.
If I remember correctly, and please correct me if I'm wrong, either you guys or Indy, but it was based on an unmade Willis O'Brien project.
Yes,
Willis
called The
O'Brien-
Valley of the Mists. Yeah.
Thank you. Willis O'Brien had actually been a cow puncher as well as a filmmaker and wanted to combine the two and have cowboys versus dinosaurs.
Which, that's all you need. Cowboys versus, like I said before, you take two things that I love and put them together and you got gold. It's great. You see like cowboys trying to rustle a Tyrannosaurus Rex, you know? What's not to love about this movie?
It works.
I'm surprised Willis O'Brien couldn't pull it off because Westerns were huge at the time. And let's face it, King Kong saved RKO from bankruptcy. So any studio had been like, yeah, here's some money. Make this movie. Go ahead. But no.
Well, basically, at the time that they made Mighty Joe Young, he was working on Valley of the Mists. And they came up to him and they gave him the pitch for Mighty Joe Young. And he said, okay, I'll put this aside and I'll work on Mighty Joe Young. And then after that, he started having health issues and he never was able to get back to Valley of the Mists. That's what happened.
Gotcha. I did wonder. Thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah.
This is another movie I've seen years and years and years ago and wanted to rewatch, but due to, the way streaming works these days, was not able to rewatch it. So
Yeah, for this one, I had to track down a physical copy,
yeah,
which took me a long time to find one.
I'm just lucky that I got Turner Classic Movies and they show this sucker once a month.
This movie's great. I love
Yeah,
everything
I've
about
seen
this
it-
That's
I've
a
seen
great
it
movie,
thousands
and
of
from what I
times. I'll
remember,
just
it's a
watch
great
it when
movie.
it's on because it's one of my
Mm.
favorite movies.
I love the climax where they're in the giant cathedral church with the dinosaur,
Mhm.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
You know,
Poor Guanji, man. He didn't ask for any of this.
there's
This is
only
another
one
one of
thing.
those like King Kong, like the tragic monster.
There's only one thing about this movie I don't like. One thing.
Which is
That irritating little Kenny kid that runs around.
Lope? You don't like Lope?
I don't like Lope. I wish Gonzi had made that chew toy out of him, like he did his daddy. Should have got him and his daddy. I'm not a fan of the little Kennies in movies.
And yeah, Indy, since I said bad things about the actor when I did my review of Beneath the Planet of the Apes, I will say I really like James Franciscus in this movie. As a cowboy, James Franciscus is a great actor. I love him. Just when you put him up against Charlton Heston, he's gonna fail because he's not Charlton Heston. But you put him with like Richard Carlson, who is the older gentleman in this movie, it works. He's great. And Richard Carlson, of course, sci-fi royalty.
it takes a lot to be able to do a scene opposite Charlton Heston and steal the show. I have spoken about that matter on several occasions. There are some,
Yes.
but it's no small task.
And who is the female lead? I forgot.
Gila Golan?
Yeah, Gila. I don't know how to pronounce
Gila,
that.
It's
Gila
Italian, isn't it?
It must
Probably.
be. Yeah. Well, actually, she's Israeli. There you go.
Oh, even better.
Hmm.
One of those eye countries. Hey,
She's very
Graham,
cute.
Mhm.
I really like her. She's very cute, and I don't think I've seen her in anything else. I love the little dinosaur, the Eohippus or whatever it's called. Not dinosaur, the horse, the little prehistoric horse. I love that thing.
Oh, I thought
great.
you were talking about the Strathiomymus thing that is like they
Oh, yeah.
chase. Yeah.
That is also pretty fun.
That
Yeah.
is actually really cool too.
Yeah.
If them little horses like that was around and this big, everybody would want one.
Yeah, of course. That was the whole premise. Like they knew they were going to make a whole bunch of money with this thing.
Are
Okay.
you getting messages from another planet every once in a while?
Now I'm
Yeah,
wearing headphones on top of hearing aids, so like every once in a while it just itches, so I got to scratch it.
Mm.
I should just take my hearing aids out.
You're getting messages.
Yeah, I'm getting messages. Yes, my overlords are calling.
The
They're telling you
overlords
what
are
not to
calling.
say.
Hold on. I'm getting a message from the mothership.
Sorry, YouTube is telling me what I can and cannot say.
Yeah, but I
Well,
get
that
that
I
a lot.
believe.
They tell me what
it was in Our Man Flint. I didn't know that.
YouTube tells me what I can and cannot show.
Yeah, there's that.
But yeah, this movie is just so much fun. It's just
Mhm.
so
It's
much.
a blast. Like it doesn't have any deeper meaning. It's basically just King Kong again, but it's so good. It's so.
No, this is so different than King Kong. This is
I mean, thematically, it's basically the same idea as King Kong, just like exploiting the natural world, for
Yeah.
profit.
I don't know,
Then
I just
disaster
think-
happens.
I think whoever wrote this had a lot more creativity in their mind than the people who wrote some of the other movies.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, King Kong was easy to write. It's a big monkey on an island movie, But the cowboys and the dinosaur thing, that they come up with that old Western tie-in thing. That was good.
Yeah, Marion Cooper just wanted a big monkey to fight a big Gila monster. That's all he wanted. That's how King Kong came to be.
wasn't the mountain gorilla only discovered like 40, 50 years before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was still kind of a novelty,
Mhm.
But Marion Cooper, he spent a bunch of time in Africa. He was obsessed. So that's why he made King Kong. It wasn't because he had like this story burning in his heart that he had to tell. He just wanted to see big monsters on screen.
Well, who doesn't?
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I see your King Kong and I raise you a Godzilla.
Get him, Godzilla. Sick him.
or a
Kill.
xenomorph. Yeah.
Kill.
Yeah, there you go.
I have a bigger King Kong back there.
I raise you a duck in a cowboy hat.
Mine's bigger than yours.
Uh,
1902? It was only 30 years. I thought they were discovered in the late 1800s.
I mean,
1902?
1902 is pretty close. So
I wonder
Well,
if that's about the
that's an
same
even
time that the
smaller-
Sasquatch myth started to come about.
No coincidence there.
myth.
really?
What are you talking about, myth?
Actually, hey, they've been
Careful what
seeing
you say.
Sasquatches. They've been seeing Sasquatches in this country before Jesus was born, buddy.
Is Sasquatches the plural? I thought it was Satsquai.
The Bigfoots, boy, the Bigfoots.
Big,
I thought it was
big-
Saskatoon.
That's the funny thing. It's not big feet. It's big foots.
Bigfoot.
A lot of people say big
Bigfoot.
feet. No, because it's you're not counting the feet. You're counting the creature, which is big foot. So it's big foots.
Bigfoots. Right. That's what I said. There's
In
cave
Yeah, I
art.
theory, he
agree
might
with
be a
you.
little
Hey,
off.
there's Native American cave art in New Mexico of the creatures with the big feet that date 4,500 years ago. Just saying.
I think they were just bragging.
Mm.
And if they would have been bragging, it wouldn't have been big feet. It'd been something else.
Oh, there were
Yeah,
plenty of
just-
those too.
Well, you can say big feet, big.
Seen those.
Um,
Anyway, so I don't really have a whole lot more to say about Valley of Guanji. I just
No,
really
it's
love it.
great.
It's one of the most entertaining Harryhausen movies that I could just put on and watch, not think about it because it's great. So I'm going to go ahead and move on. What is next? Oh, we're getting back to Sinbad.
so
So,
get the name drop. What is it?
That's the dog.
Golden Voyage of Sinbad.
Okay, John Philip Law as Sinbad. This is the only one who actually tries to have an Arabic accent. It's fine. I mean, he's not a bad Sinbad. I think he lacks charisma.
Mhm.
Maybe that's just a me thing. I don't know.
I think he just came across as a little arrogant rather than,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
just, I don't know.
We shouldn't-
something about him just rubs me the wrong way, and I
Yeah.
don't know what it is.
Well, if I was
And-
Sinbad,
and-
I'd
and
be
yes,
an arrogant mother.
Kerwin, the first time I recall seeing this movie, that is to say, when I actually sit down and watching it now, just catching a few minutes here and there, in between the banana splits. First time I was already watching Doctor Who.
Yes.
So I was already a Tom Baker fan. So I think I was identifying more with the evil wizard than with
No, Tom Baker steals this entire movie.
Yes,
he
he
is
does.
by
Yeah.
far the best thing about this
I
movie,
have
other
to
than
agree with
Harryhausen.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tom Baker.
Can't go wrong with Doctor Who, man. Come on.
Yeah. This makes me wish I watched more Doctor Who. 'Cause
at
I
least the
really
Tom
like
Baker years. Those are the
Yeah,
best years, hands down. John Pertwee was kind of cool, but but yeah. Well, and Tom Baker had that ability. He had this like charisma where even when he was in a supporting role, he would steal the movie. It's funny. I don't know if you've ever seen Nicholas at Alexandria about the last Russian Tsar.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
He plays Rasputin, and it's a supporting role. I mean, he's got some good screen time, but it's
Again, he
it's not-
steals the movie. Yeah.
He steals the movie.
Yeah.
He really steals the movie. Mm.
And yes, Gary Carpenter, John Philip Law is in Barbarella. Yes.
Oh, that's right. Yes,
Yep.
he is. But there's no animation in that.
I
Shit going around.
look, I don't hate this movie. I like this movie. It's fine. But the plot really infuriates me. It really feels like it's being made up as they go. Like
Mhm.
there's so many unanswered questions. Like why in the beginning does the gargoyle have the valuable pendant carrying over the ship or Sinbad? Why?
Yeah, out to sea. Yeah, just flying.
Why does the girl have the eye on her hand other than as a plot device for later in the movie that really doesn't need to be there?
She doesn't remember it.
Why?
Yeah. It's obviously a tattoo.
Oh, and speaking of actors who are great to look at but can't act their way out of a paper bag, you got Carolyn Monroe in this movie. She's an icon.
Oh, she wasn't that bad of an actress.
She wasn't as bad as Raquel Welch. I will give you that. She was better than Raquel Welch. Her character in this movie, though, does her no favors. Her character is non-existent in this movie.
Yeah.
She has
Fair
like
enough.
one scene where she's like realizing she's not a slave. That's kind of interesting, but that's it.
Mhm.
That's all she
But-
gets.
At the Earth's core, she was great. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
At
We'll
least
give
I
you
like
that.
her. That's a good score. You know.
Don't get me wrong. I like Carolyn Monroe. I like her a lot. I especially like to look at her. She's very
Yeah, she was
Awesome.
did not hurt to look at in this movie. No.
Nope.
Yeah, is she still alive? I didn't know.
Yeah, I think so.
That's what
She'd
Gary
be
Carpenter
like in her
said.
90s now, I believe, if she was.
She's been in a lot of great movies. We could do a whole series on Carolyn Monroe movies. So,
What was the Bond film she was in? I can't remember to save my life.
Carolyn Monroe was in a
Yeah,
Bond
she's still
film?
alive. Yep.
Yeah, she was in a Bond film, and I can't remember which one.
I didn't even know.
Oh, The Spy Who Loved Me. She was Naomi.
Thank you.
She was like the secondary. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she wasn't the main, but she was.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
it, you know.
Oh, at least you watched
Captain
at least you
Kronos
watched
of
the one
Empire.
that pissed him off.
Now, it's so funny you mentioned Captain Kronos. It always bothered me in that really, really subpar attempt to be an homage at the Universal horror movies film Van Helsing.
Yes.
He wasn't Van Helsing, but he was Captain Kronos. If you had called that movie Captain Kronos, it would have held water. You know, Van Helsing is a bookman. Captain Kronos is a swashbuckler. You know, but I guess people in America didn't know who Captain Kronos was, so they decided to go with something more recognizable. But what do I know?
If you're really into Carolyn Monroe movies, I do recommend you go check out Brandon Tenold, his channel, because he does a lot of Carolyn Monroe movies on his channel.
Yeah,
He's great.
does. He does.
And he obviously is deeply, madly in love with her. And he's Canadian, Damien.
Oh.
I don't know why that's relevant.
Very angry.
He is very angry. He's very,
Very,
snarky.
very. And whenever I watch his post afterwards, I kind of feel a little beat up.
I have been trying to get that guy to do the Night Stalker for 5 freaking years.
He has a backlog of requests. He should live so long, you know, to make all the movies.
I'm going to turn into the guy with the mask standing outside his window one day.
He and I did email back and forth a little bit when I was doing that Michael Davis thing because he was doing it too. But I just like his channel. I've liked his channel since before I was doing YouTube. So
Yeah, I was going to say before I became a content poster, I was watching. He was one of the people who made me think that I could do it. Pity I couldn't, but he inspired.
As for the Golden Voyage of Sinbad, I do want to talk about the creatures because I really do like the gargoyles. I think they're awesome.
I was
They're
about
very-
to bring that up. Yeah.
Yeah. The climactic fight between the centaur and the griffin, also one of the best.
A cycloptic centaur, which
Yeah,
is
the
not,
Cyclopean centaur.
yes, which is not like, you know, Greek
not a
canon
thing?
or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overall, this Sinbad movie is probably darker than all the others a little bit.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Actually, now that I think about it,
Mhm.
because the next one's not as dark. But we talked about the gargoyles, we talked about the centaur, we talked about the griffin. We did not talk about what I think is the best special effects sequence, and that's the Kali fight.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah.
With all the arms.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of like having to remember where
Yeah,
things are,
complicated.
you know,
Exactly.
oh my, he's got 6 arms to deal with on that one.
Yeah, and even like even before the fight, where like it's doing the little dance with the arms, it's like that's crazy complicated.
Yeah, I like how it was almost robotic, like it was
you
know,
like an automaton.
Oh, that
yeah,
was
moved
hilarious.
very jerkily, and then like, you know, all of the arms almost seem to, you know, be opposite or at the same movement kind of thing. So yeah,
It was uncanny,
Yeah, I'm
really.
just
Yeah,
saying-
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, when it goes and starts doing that stupid little dance, I don't think nobody's shrieking in terror, and I think everybody was laughing.
They should have played Going Back to Kali.
Wah, wah.
I'm going back to Kali. Sorry.
The only battle with Kali I want to see involves Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah.
Cabin Boy.
Kalima.
I love the treatment of Kali and Cabin Boy. I'm sorry, it's a guilty pleasure, but I thought it was great.
You're allowed to have those. It's fine.
I've been a fan of Chris Elliott since he was like writing for the David Letterman show.
Oh, wow.
Like,
That's
Wow,
great.
way back.
yeah,
That is so cool.
I used to stay up late and watch David Letterman when I was like 13, and he would.
You're
guess
frozen
what?
again. You look stunned.
Yeah.
Some faces who stunned. I'll be back.
I want you to know that it's really nice to know that Chris Elliott has at least one fan out there.
Yeah,
And
something.
it's not me, but it's trash. I remember him on the David Letterman show too. I thought he was one of like Larry Bud Melman and Chris Elliott, the two most annoying things on television at late night.
Anyway, while Thrash is getting back in, I'm going to go ahead and start the next one, which is another Sinbad movie.
Sinbad! You bewitched him. Let me get the smile from her face.
Filmed in the Miracle of Dinorama. Starring Patrick Wayne, Taryn Power, Jane Seymour. From producers Charles H. Schneer and Ray Harryhausen. Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger.
That Jane Seymour nude scene.
Now that is my favorite Sinbad movie with the best Cyclops on earth.
I didn't mention Patrick
Miracle
Troughton,
of
though.
Diorama.
No, it didn't. It didn't. The what's his name? Melanthius. Yeah. The second Doctor.
Yes.
He was also in Jason and the Argonauts. He was Phineas.
He was the seer, the blind seer. Yeah.
Did this come out anytime around the time the song "Eye of the Tiger" came out, or?
No.
This would have been 79, 80. Eye of the Tiger came out for
This was 77.
77.
I was close.
Yeah.
But Eye of the Tiger came out around 83 when Rocky 3 came out.
Okay.
Rocky 4.
I wasn't going to ask Indy because I know that one. He played Solitaire. I know about Jane Seymour, okay?
She was so hot as Solitaire. I became a 13-year-old boy again. You know, and it's so funny because she was a sexy older woman. Now I'm a dirty old man. Life is fair. You know, it's like, you know.
She's also still around and she still looks good.
Amazing
she looks
looking.
great for, I don't know, what is she, like 80 now?
Got to be pushing 80. She's around 80. Yeah.
And she still looks great.
Amazing.
So she's something else.
Sure is.
Patrick Wayne as Sinbad, probably the most disposable of all the Sinbads. Like, I don't hate him. I think he's fine. He just feels kind of like a discount 1970s Henry Cavill.
The thing that always bothered me about this movie was that I wanted the troglodyte guy to fight the Minotaur guy.
Yeah. The Minotaur.
Don't.
The fact that they just kill the Minotaur is like with
out,
a rock.
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Bam. Oh, look, a rock fell on his head. Oh, well, no Minotaur. Like, no, he was supposed to fight the troglodyte.
I know, it felt like a big setup. Like they were setting up a big title bout at the end of the movie, and then they just killed the Minotaur.
I mean, granted, the troglodyte fights the tiger, and that's pretty cool. But no, I want him to fight the Minotaur. You know?
Yeah, I'm sorry, we had some budget cuts on this one, buddy.
That's probably what happened.
Probably, I don't know.
That's probably what happened. He was supposed to probably fight the Minotaur, kill the Minotaur, take his weapon thing, which is like a big fire poker, and then go on to fight the tiger. But they said, no, we can't have him fight both, so they killed off the Minotaur, and that's how he gets the weapon. I'm just thinking out loud.
I do really like this movie. I think it's underrated. A lot of people don't like this movie for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's fine. I think it's good. Even.
I think it's probably my favorite of the Sinbad movies, really.
There's no wrong answer, but it's
it's like I love Jane Seymour in it, and she gets that nude scene. Mm-hmm. That meant a lot to me when I was 12.
I think that might be it. Now I remember why. Damn it. It's the only one with the nude scene.
Yes, the Minotaur was the same actor who plays Chewbacca. I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Mahuan? Patrick Mahuan?
Yeah, that's it. Patrick Mahuan.
Does anybody find this does anybody find this surprising that my favorite Sinbad movie is the only one with a nude scene?
Not at all.
No.
That's pretty much on point for you right there.
I mean, technically, Taryn Power's nude too, but Jane Seymour's right there. So,
and Peter
Mayhew,
Jane Seymour. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this movie does have a lot of Harryhausen creatures, like a lot.
The walrus.
It's got the walrus, which is pretty cool.
I think the walrus is one of the coolest, to be honest with you. I think it's a
the
really
prince,
cool
who's a baboon for most of the movie, is a stop motion creation, and I think they do a really good job with him. Considering how much screen time that baboon gets, Harryhausen had to work really hard on that. The killer bee scared the crap out of me as a kid. I hate bees. I still hate bees. I hate that thing. And of course, the troglodyte and the tiger.
Yeah, saber-toothed tiger in there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and those weird alien demon skeletons in the beginning of the movie. Those are pretty cool. I do want to talk about that killer bee scene again, though, because that scene is so infuriating. Melanthius is such an idiot. He's supposed to be interrogating her, and he's like telling her everything, and then he like puts the potion on the bee just to see if it works. What does he think's going to happen other than the bee's going to get really big? He's such an idiot.
And he even says there's not a lot left, so I have to be careful. But I'm going to test it. No,
why are you doing this?
Roll the dice, because that's why she ends up getting stuck. She still has the leg of a flying bird, a seagull, or albatross, whatever.
Yeah.
There's not enough to actually turn her back the whole way.
They call it a bee, Gary. It does look more like a hornet, but they call it a bee.
Yeah, it looks like a wasp or a hornet, but yeah,
doesn't really matter. It's still scary either way.
I
hate that thing. I do like. I don't know if I'm going to call this one better than the Seventh Voyage of Sinbad, but I will say I like it more than the Golden Voyage of Sinbad. I think that the plot makes a lot more sense, and like I said, there's a lot of creatures in this one, even more than in Golden Voyage. There's one line that I wrote down in my notes. I don't even remember when it happens in the movie, but I wrote it down, so I must really like it. They became too civilized and destroyed each other. Oh, that's when they get to the island, and she's talking about the people who were there before and how they built all this stuff. And like, where did they go? And they got too civilized and destroyed each other. That's the line. I like that line. I think it was a good line. That's all.
I can't believe you didn't bring up the nudity.
Yeah. What nudity? What are you talking about?
Patrick Troughton.
I couldn't believe it was even in the trailer, and I just showed it now. YouTube doesn't mind.
YouTube tells you that now. Oh,
yeah. Well, I don't monetize these, so I'm not worried.
Then it comes back to bite you in the butt 3 months later or a year later. You know.
Yes, Michael DeCosimo. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. So unless anybody else has anything to say about Sinbad, I think we can move on.
I will say, like I said, favorite movie of the Sinbad movies, and I like the cyclopean looking thing in it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's nudity makes it my favorite though.
Yeah. And the villain is pretty cool too. I don't remember the actress's name. It's no Tom Baker. Tom Baker is still the best villain in all the Sinbad movies. But she's pretty fun too.
She was in something else. I can't think of it though, but she was in something.
Yeah, I should know her name off the top of my head because I definitely know her, but Indy will help me out, I'm sure. Yes, there's no such thing as a bad Sinbad movie unless you're talking about the actor Sinbad. Yes.
Oh.
So let's get to the magnum opus, the one we've all been waiting for.
Find and fulfill your destiny.
The myth, the magic, the mystery, the majesty.
Destroy Argos!
Let loose the last of the Titans. Metro Goldwyn Mayer presents Clash of the Titans.
Oh, that's my favorite.
My favorite Ray Harryhausen movie of all time, Clash of the Titans. Oh,
Me
sorry,
too.
wrong one.
What are you doing?
This one. I mean, this one. That one.
Sacrilege.
I had to do it. I'm sorry. I had
funny.
to.
No, it's
Well done.
I did that with Gladiator. Ooh.
Margaret Whiting, thank you.
But what else was she in, Indy?
Yeah, there you go, Indy. Come on.
Yeah.
Clash of the Titans is definitely the ultimate Harryhausen movie. It has everything. Yeah, like I said, it's a toss up between this and Jason and the Argonauts for me for favorite Harryhausen movie, and they're both the Greek mythology movies. That's just a coincidence. Oh, Tony's here. Tony, you just showed up in time to talk about Clash of the Titans.
Tony, you can see it.
The actors in this movie, holy crap! You've got Laurence Olivier as Zeus. You've got
Burgess Meredith.
Burgess Meredith, of course.
Yep.
He was so it's so good. Pegasus. I don't even know where to begin, man. This movie's
you
so
got
much.
Bubo, the Kraken, Pegasus, Medusa. Calibus, Scorpions. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my!
It's almost non-stop in this movie. Like there's pretty much a special effects scene every like 3 or 4 scenes.
Stygian witches.
But you know what made this movie?
Giant
What really
vultures.
made this movie was Burgess Meredith.
Burgess Meredith is so
and a
good.
2-headed dog.
Yeah, not quite Cerberus.
Diosculus.
2/3 of the Cerberus.
Yeah.
And Maggie Smith. Yep.
It's my favorite Harryhausen movie, no doubt about it.
And Mark Hamill is absolutely amazing in it.
Yeah.
He really is. I
Look like such a wuss. Yes, he is.
You mean Harry Hamlin?
Yeah, Harry.
What did
Hamlin.
I say?
You said Mark.
Mark. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yes, I'm Harry Hamlin.
Harry Hamlin.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And I should have been there because Harry Hamlin, Harryhausen.
Right.
Yeah. But thank you for having my back.
Oh, Tim Peugeot Smith. I didn't know he was in this too. Yeah, that's Thallow.
Who?
He's from Tim Peugeot Smith from he's I believe he plays the one of the bad guys in V for Vendetta.
Oh, okay.
He's like the secret police chief or whatever, or chief of the secret police. Anyway.
Huh. But it just this movie just has everything. It has action. It had the Harryhausen special effects. It's a great story. It's at no point in the movie does it drag. Have you guys ever noticed that?
Yeah, like I
keeps
said,
moving.
It keeps moving constantly.
Even really amazing classic.
Oh yeah, and Ursula Andress.
There's always that one scene. It's like you kind of like just drift off. No, you never drift off in this movie. I love it. I just love this movie.
Yeah, I loved this movie as a kid. I remember seeing it as a kid. One of our family friends got a VCR and rented it. And I remember laying on the floor on the carpet and the orange shag carpet, looking at the console TV, the wood console TV, the giant 26-inch wood console TV. Watching
I remember going to see it in the theaters, when sitting there with the popcorn watching the movie.
I was a little young. It came out in 81. I was like
theaters.
3 at the time. So.
I'd love to see theaters today.
Yeah.
I had a little tradition when I was a kid. On the last day of school, as like a reward for getting through the school year, my mom let me and my friends. She would take me and my friends to see a movie. And I remember it was a half a day, so I got home and I had like an early dinner, and my mom took us to see. In 7th grade, it was this movie, and I remember dying to see it because 7th grade is when I started learning about classical culture and literature, stuff like that. So I gobbled it up, and I always remembered it from that. But yeah, I saw it in the theaters back. That would have been 82.
I think it came out in 81, 82. 81.
Must have been 81. Must have been 81. Yes, you mentioned it, 81.
Summer of 81.
But I loved it, and it's great in the theaters.
Yeah, when I rewatched it, not yesterday, but the day before, I didn't need to. Like, I realized how much of this movie is just burned into my brain from watching it over and over and over again as a kid. And as a kid, some of the more grisly scenes were a little disturbing to me. Like the scene where he pokes the bag with Medusa's head and the blood leaks out and the scorpions come out of the blood. That freaked me out as a kid, like so much.
Yeah. I remember when he chops off Medusa's head and her body is laying there and all that goo starts coming out of the head hole.
It's like not blood. It's just it's slime.
Starts melting the shield and stuff. I was like,
I like to think of this movie as a movie about privilege, where he's given all these gifts and he just wastes them all.
He loses the helmet,
just loses it,
loses his shield, loses the sword in the end or towards the end. He just loses all his gifts. It's like, dude, tie a string around him or something. He loses his sword like 5 times, finds it a
does.
bunch of times, and then at the end he just leaves it in the dude's guts, in
Just walks
Calibus's
away from
guts.
it.
Yeah, just walks away. He could have grabbed it. No, I was just gonna leave it there.
Just gonna go fight the Kraken without it.
Yeah, with nothing but a Medusa head in a bag.
And he even falls doing that.
If you really think hard about it, Harry Hamlin is kind of a pansy guy,
Yeah. What was funny to me was when he's flying on Pegasus to go, shove the Medusa head in the Kraken's face. He's having trouble with the knot the whole time. I don't know if anybody else.
He's like,
he's like, in the end, he gets bucked off the horse because he couldn't get the damn knot undone. It's like, dude, didn't you go to Boy Scouts? Learn some knots or something.
But I always wondered what would have happened if by accident he had the head backwards and
pulls it out.
Oops.
Because he doesn't check, he just goes, you should have felt for a nose or something first before you pulled it out.
What if he'd reached in and by accident grabs it by the nose and pulls it out like a bowling ball? Oops.
And he gets goo all over his hand.
Ew. Then his hand melts and it's all over. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
The woman gets eaten and
and
the Kraken is Kraken is
satisfied. About
satisfied.
Medusa goo.
Medusa goo.
Medusa goo. Medusa goo. Da 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 da. Medusa goo. Da 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 da. I have no idea where that came from. Oh, I know. I was doing a research on Sesame Street because I'm doing it as a trivia.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Medusa goo. Da da da. Sorry.
I think Perseus is probably one of the reasons I like Jason and the Argonauts maybe a little bit better, is because I like Jason more than I like Perseus. I think that Perseus is kind of a goof, and he doesn't really have that many skills.
You're convinced
He just kind of falls into everything.
Yeah, he's just given everything.
Yeah. He gets given everything, and then he just kind of falls into it all.
He just land on a beach, and all of a sudden he's in this adventure.
Since we're talking about all the annoying stuff in this movie, apparently, are we not going to bring up the most annoying little character in this movie?
Are you going to call Bubo annoying?
Don't you dare!
That
Oh,
little
you bastard, man.
fake-ass robot owl.
I love Bubo.
You
Bubo
bite your
gets-
tongue, sir.
Bubo gets all the hard breaks in the entire movie. He falls down. I feel so bad for Bubo. He comes to him, lands on a branch, falls on the ground.
Yeah.
Later on, he gets
the worst
whipped off a
character
branch
in this
by Calibus. And later on, he's in the friggin' Kraken's face, and the Kraken's got such bad breath. Apparently, Bubo can't even take it and goes flying away. Falls down the cliff a few times, breaks his
He got
friggin'
blew
leg.
off by the breath,
Yeah.
Anyway,
Poor
robot
Bubo.
owl.
Scrappy Doo. That's evil.
Ah, you people are horrible. If I had a Bubo, I would.
Rule the world.
Yes, I want a Bubo.
Bubo was great. I love when he comes out of the water in the creek after the whole scorpion scene, and he's coughing.
His Thrash is
only
out here
good part
teaching the
about it-
world who Ambrose Bierce is.
The only good part about him is he's made of gold, and if we break him down, we can probably get a lot of money for the part.
He was made by Hephaestus
He may have
himself.
been bronze or brass. We don't know, but
Even then, bronze and brass was highly cherished back then.
yeah, it was. He was worth his weight in it at least.
Yeah.
And
Scrap value,
the one hero in this movie who I think gets a tough break is the one Roman soldier who helps him out at the beginning, and then basically becomes his number one throughout the rest of the movie, and then dies at the hands of Calibus in the end.
Who played him?
I don't remember the actor's name, but he's great.
What was his character's name?
I don't remember. Give me a second.
I'm gonna pull up Wikipedia and find it.
I'm looking. Nope. Come on, where is he? Nope. Ah, he's not on the cast list on Wikipedia. That's stupid.
Try IMDb. But
Yeah.
one thing I wanted to say, 'cause we were talking about things that actually were genuinely disturbing in this film, particularly if you're a kid, where he goes to speak to the Stygian witches, which is the great
Mm.
scene.
Oh, yes.
It's one of the best expositional
Give me the
scenes.
eye.
Yes,
Exactly,
I love
yeah.
that scene.
But it's this boiling cauldron of soup, and just for 1 second, a hand comes out of it. and they push it back in like the guy's still alive and get back in their bad soup. And for some reason, that like disturbed me when I was a kid. I mean, I understood the concept of cannibalism from like reading Bernie Wrightson comic books.
You're looking for Thallow, dude.
Yeah, that's the Tim P. Joe Smith
Right.
that Damien was talking about.
That's right. That is him.
It's the same guy.
So yeah,
he's just a lot younger than you're used to.
Yeah, that is him.
I think he was using the term Roman to mean classical.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I know I was wrong when I said it. I just moved on.
But certainly classical. So
yes, that's what I meant.
I mean, I
technically he was a Thalassian guard. So there you go.
if I didn't develop a love for Greek mythology, I wouldn't have watched I, Claudius.
There you go.
And you know, again, two completely different kettles of fish.
But the Stygian witches were great. No, I agree. That was one of my favorite scenes. I always look forward to seeing it in the movie.
And again, it's just an expositional scene. And usually expositional scenes, they're just there to give you information.
Yeah.
So it's almost like just smile and get through it. And it's like, no, it's actually one of the more entertaining scenes. It really is.
Look, they're all sitting there around the cauldron and they're like, somebody's coming. And she holds up the eyes. He's like, ooh, he's a man. He's a good looking man. Ooh.
And then like they move to go greet him or whatever, and like the one hand comes out of the pot and she has to push it back in. I love that.
Just in case you don't realize how much shit you're in at this point.
Exactly. Yes. Really. That is one scene where I think Perseus actually does something. He does outsmart them using Bubo, like distracting them so Bubo can grab the eye. I thought that was pretty clever.
Well, you know, like I said, I like Harry Hamlin. Apparently, you guys are like,
I like as an actor, I think he's fine. Like, and I think he does a good job in the role. I just the character as written bothers me.
Well, he's supposed to be an impetuous youth who
exactly. It's accurate. It's just
a coming of age film. You know what I'm saying? As much as it's anything else.
I just think he's he's just not masculine enough for a hero in Greek Odyssey, you know. He's a little feminine.
Yeah, but he was having an affair with Ursula Andress, so you know, if a feminine is as a feminine does, you know.
Yes, Tony, you should rewatch them. They're great.
Anybody notice at the end of the movie? So after the Kraken gets turned into stone and falls apart and whatnot, and he comes running, he goes and he unhooks her or unshackles her and carries her back over to her mother standing, and all the people are like, yay! And then like you see Pegasus fly across and land on the rock, and everybody's like, woo! It's like, Pegasus! It's like, okay.
You think they'd be a little more concerned about, you know, incurring the wrath of the gods, but
yeah. It was just funny to me. It's like they're like, oh yay, the princess survived and he gets the girl. Oh, but look, it's Pegasus!
Winged horse! He's back, freed from Caliban. Not Caliban.
Kind of makes you wonder how many people was in the crowd wanting to see the princess get munched.
Yeah,
probably
that's
a
true.
lot.
They probably would have cheered for that.
It's like a wrestling match. They packed a picnic and brought drinks. They wanted to see that princess go down.
Whoever wins, they're going to cheer. So.
That is a good point. I mean, you know, the Kraken was the wrath of the gods, and it was defeated. Now, as it turns out, Zeus is incredibly okay with this. But how would they have known that at the time?
Yeah, exactly.
He's incredibly okay with like one of the Titans dying that he was keeping in a cage for special occasions. You know, it'd be like losing one of your favorite pets. You know, I wouldn't be okay with that.
I mean, that was one when Olivier says, you know, I forbid any acts of vengeance against him. And I'm like, he just killed the Kraken, and you're not the least bit pissed with this. You know?
Well, it's Zeus's his son, so yeah, he's
Zeus
favored by the gods
all the time in Greek mythology.
Well, that's true, but in this movie, he's represented as being fiercely like protective of his son.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Hello, Sarah. How are you?
Hey, Sister Sarah, how you doing?
Hey, Sarah. We was talking about a robot bird a while ago, Sarah.
We were, and Danny did not like him.
Goes the bird.
Because Danny is stupid.
Mean.
No, come on, man. That was like R2D2 if he could fly.
You say that again like it's a bad thing. What are you talking about?
This isn't a bad thing. It's a comic relief.
Kind of movie, when you got a
Philistine.
fantasy movie, set back in them days, you don't need the robot. Just saying.
He
wasn't a robot. He was
because the goddess didn't want to get rid of her
And a
real.
robot.
he was clockwork.
Yes, he was like he was like an automaton.
But,
Clockwork
I mean,
Owl.
you know, you've heard of the
Antithecurium.
Mechanism.
Device,
Yes,
that
I've
thing,
heard
yes.
of it, but it don't fly around and beep at me.
So,
yeah, but you know, the gods are far more skilled
Okay.
at building things like that. So, you know.
did you have the same problem with the Minotaur? Because he's also an automaton. Same thing.
Not at all.
Hmm.
Because
not?
he was annoying. This is the only one, and this is the only thing in the movies that beeps. Beep, 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 beep,
He doesn't really beep.
He sounds like R2D2.
And more coos.
I swear they used R2D2 soundtrack for this thing.
We're just gonna have to agree to disagree.
Mhm.
Clearly. There's
But
one
it's the only
thing
thing in the movie I didn't like. So
there's one thing I wanted to say while we still had time about the Harryhausen catalog. It's the only one I can think of, particularly one of this magnitude, where I have actually seen, and I didn't, not for the purpose of this show, up until this point, I had seen the entire body of work. And I can't even say that about other artists of equal or greater value. Kubrick, I still haven't seen Barry Lyndon. I've seen everything else. I haven't
It's
seen Barry Lyndon.
boring, and I say that as a Stanley Kubrick super fan.
I feel I should watch it just so I can say I've seen the entire catalog. Harryhausen, I have seen the entire catalog, and that's a noble.
No, I mean that's
Totally.
a high compliment, and I agree. Like I rarely see an entire filmography from anyone, but I have definitely seen all of Harryhausen's movies. So
I can't say I've seen all of them, but I've seen a substantial number of them. So, I mean,
I have seen every movie we have talked about multiple times.
Multiple times, yes. I
Because,
have
I'm,
seen them all
because
multiple
I'm
times.
freaking old.
the
because
one
they
that I
play them on
hadn't
TV
seen
all the
until
time.
about I think 2 years ago was Gulliver. That was the only one I hadn't seen, but
Half
I've
of
seen
them I probably saw in the theater.
so anyway, that's Ray Harryhausen. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do next week. I had a thought, but I've already forgotten what it was because I didn't write it down because I'm stupid.
I hate it when I do that.
Mhm.
I was like, that'd be a great
idea.
idea for next week. And then it's,
And I'm gonna remember, and then I don't remember. I'm taken to having like Emily DM me after a show.
right.
That's become her point in life, is to keep me from forgetting things.
And I do want to say, Shane couldn't be here today, but he did want to say how much he loves Clash of the Titans. He wanted to talk about it. He was bummed out because he's like out in the North Carolina mountains and stuff, and he doesn't have a signal, so that's why he's not here. Barry Lyndon isn't boring. It's like getting hit by a dozen Amazonian tranquilizer blow darts simultaneously.
Yeah.
That's pretty
I have
accurate.
not seen that movie either. I don't even know what that is. I'm like,
It's a very boring movie. That's all you need to know.
What is Barry Lyndon though?
It's a period piece, coming of age film. I've seen a few trailers and clips on YouTube, and those all seem perfectly dreadful. So, but
The highlights are bad. Yeah.
yes, and I love period pieces. In fact, Mrs. Thrasher's on vacation next week. We're going to see Wuthering
That
Heights.
is the longest explanation with no information I ever heard.
Yeah, well, that's the
Thank
movie.
What year does it take place in? What year does it
75?
take place in?
I don't remember.
Take place in 1700s.
Oh, so it's Continental Army kind of thing, right?
Yeah, the Austrians or the Prussians, I can't remember. Something German. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like an Irishman. Yeah, I don't remember exactly.
He gets it's sort of like Baron Munchausen, where he gets involved in the courts of Europe, and there's intrigues and
not much intrigue.
Exactly. It's but again, I feel that I need to see it as a commitment. You know.
Gary Carpenter. Okay, that's not what I was going to do because we've done that before. But what I thought earlier was let's talk about stop motion movies that are not Ray Harryhausen or stop motion movies that are not Ray
Okay.
Harryhausen. So that's what we'll do next week. We'll see if we can make that 2 weeks. I don't know. I haven't even really given it much thought to make a list. So
There are plenty. You could do
There are a
1
lot.
week on Jay Danforth.
You got Army of Darkness right off the bat, right?
Yeah, we
there.
already
So we already
mentioned
talked about that.
Yeah.
The sort of
And
last
for that
hurrah
matter,
of
didn't they do some
motion
stop
animation.
motion in
There's
Evil
a
Dead
giant
and
bird
Evil Dead
movie.
2? Yeah.
There's a giant bird movie called Q from the
Yes,
80s.
Q. Yes.
And it's got some of the best stop motion bird thing I ever seen.
So there you go. That's what we'll do next week. It'll be non-Harryhausen stop motion. We'll probably talk about the Tim Burton movies, all kinds of stuff.
Deal.
Okay. And Thrash, you're not going live tonight, correct?
No, there's a scheduling conflict with some sporting event. I don't know which one, but
I don't know.
I don't know.
Things. Yes, Q is a
No
Larry
Packhawks.
They play that damn old foosball, boy.
And yet the Leica movies, yeah, Leica's got some good ones. Like Kubo and the Two Strings, that's a good one. Anyway, like I said, I do have a review of the Three Worlds of Gulliver, which is not nearly as negative as I have been acting like it was. I'm actually pretty positive on it. That comes out in about half an hour, and this week I'm going to be working on Jason and the Argonauts for next week, so look forward to that. And unless anybody has anything else to say, that's it.
Nope.
Okay, I'm hitting a button.
Thank you and good night.
I am desperately trying to remember